Hi everyone. I want to talk to you today about asking for what you want and need at work. And if you find that you have difficulty or hesitancy around this, you're not alone, and this video is for you. So first and foremost, I want to acknowledge that this can feel daunting. It can feel daunting to ask for what you want, particularly in a professional context, and particularly if you're a woman. We women have been trained a certain way around what it means to ask for what we want. And you can fill in the blank with how that feels for you, but it could be some disempowered story like, I will be unliked, this is too aggressive, I'm being selfish, what have you. So you will have to do some shifts in your mind about what this is if you're asking for what you want. And I urge you to consider a couple things. One, it is not being selfish, it is simply claiming what you deserve. It's a quid pro quo. I said that deliberately, slowly. You've done this thing, you've earned this thing, and this is what you deserve. So it is not being too much. It's simply what's coming to you is what you're asking for. Secondly, it's a self-advocacy skill to ask for what you want, like any other skill. So you may learn substantive skills and technical skills on your job. It is a skill to ask for what you want. And by the way, it's a skill you likely already have in some capacity. So the simplest example I can come up with is when you go out to eat. Most of us, when we go out to eat, we ask for what we want. We pick something off the menu, or if we're really feeling feisty, we might ask for something not on the menu, or we might make some changes to the menu. I'd rather have this side dish. I want my meat cooked this way. Can I have this instead of that? Can you substitute this for that? I'm being a little glib, but I'm trying to point out that you likely have some practice in asking for what you want already. So it may not be a heavy lift to move from doing it in one context to doing it in another. And I get that the stakes can be higher at work. We've also been trained to control ourselves and behave a certain way as women. So the first thing I'll ask you to do as a woman who is looking to support yourself, take more ownership of your career, is to first give yourself permission to have wants. I think that a lot of us are trained to not even think about, what do I want? We just go through the motions, we do the things, we juggle a lot of the balls, and we don't necessarily stop and say, what do I actually want? So in the first instance, permission to reflect on what it is that you want. And the second piece of that reflection is, what is it? What is it that you're looking for, and how come? Is it a promotion? Is it to be on a committee? Is it to take on a new project? And what does that mean to you? Lean into those wants, because the ask will be easier if you understand the what for. So now let's get to the how. How do we make these asks? What do we need to do? Once you've figured out what it is that you want and settled into the fact that you're getting what you deserve and you're asking for that quid pro quo, you've earned it. Clarity. Be clear when you're making your ask. What is it that you're asking for? Write it down, understand it for yourself, practice saying it. That's the second part. Practice. Practice asking for it. Ask a friend. Get feedback. How does it land? You can also, in the practice, be thoughtful about how you're coming across. I am not going to suggest to you that you should go in guns blazing, making demands about the things that you want. Woman or not, that's not going to go over well. So be thoughtful about how you're coming across. Be calm. Be flat. This is what I want. This is why. That's the next piece. What have you contributed that has it make sense to be getting this thing? Why is this thing justified? How is it a win for you, but also a win for your team and a win for the organization? What is the win-win-win here for everybody, so that the ask that you're making is not about you and your needs necessarily, it goes beyond that. Clarity, practice, and win-win-win. I hope that supports you to begin to make powerful asks at work. Please stay tuned for more videos on the topic of self-advocacy, one that is near and dear to my heart. And if you have any additional questions, please feel free to reach out. Thank you.